Good evening, everybody, and I'm just getting ready to get started. And I've already got rated. Thank you for the raid, Knitting Nurse. How are you? What were you working on? Let me see if I can turn my music volume a little down. And let's see who's in here. Hey, Casa. Hey, Beck. Hey, Knitting Nurse. What were you working on tonight, or today, or whatever time it is where you are? I mean, I haven't even started, and I'm already getting rated, which I like. Let's see here. Let me open this up. Alrighty. For those of you who came in on the raid, and everybody actually, good evening, Yarnies, Dirty Hookers, and Fiber Fiends. I am the Crafty Cub. For those of you who do not know who I am, mostly crochet here on the stream. In the new year, we will be doing some other fiber arts like cross stitch, embroidery, knitting, tatting, and yarn fiber prep and spinning. Alrighty, for those of you who are coming in, I'm going to show you some of the things that we have done recently. We just got done October, and all October we had spooky type things. And let me switch over my screen real quick. So in the month of October, we did this little witch square. We're very fond of squares here on the channel. So we did our little witch square, which is an applique piece that is applied to a solid square. So we did that. We also did, and these are not my patterns. I always credit the source where I get the patterns from. You're working on a few different things. I had your birthday stream today, so I started a new project. Well, happy birthday. And you know what? Thanks for the follow. We're going to give a shout out to Knitting Nurse. Everybody go follow Knitting Nurse. I've been in your channel once or twice. I'm assuming you knit, if I remember correctly, and by your name. And thank you for the follow Quayer Mimby. That's a unique name. I like that name. Knitting Nurse is amazing. Yeah, there's so many amazing people, and there's so many people I follow. I don't have enough time in my lifetime to go and watch everybody's channels. So I try to see as many people as I can. It's just there's just too many, and I want to see everybody. So again, happy birthday to Knitting Nurse, and if you have anything to share, let me knit a new sweater this morning and started a chatelaine cross stitch this afternoon. If you have any pics that you want to share, you can either send links here in the chat, or I have a Discord. So either way, whatever works for you. And thank you everybody who's following. I greatly appreciate that. Primary knitter and cross stitcher, but I do other things. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna get into other things. Well, I have gotten into other things, but I'm gonna do other things on stream, like cross stitching. You're welcome for the shout out, and welcome first timer Teresa. And again, thanks everybody who is following and everybody who's come in. Again, if you have any pics or any links or whatever you want to pop in the chat, feel free to do that. And if you need to raid and run, I totally get that too. Totally understand that. Birmingham, UK. Well, welcome. I am East Coast, United States, not too far from Washington, D.C. So I was just showing what we have done on stream in October. So we did our little little square. We did this cute spider web. It's three-dimensional, like you can really get into the stitches. So this really needs to be blocked. I did try to block it, but it needs a lot of blocking. And it probably could have used another round of webbing. We did this recently. This was Mondays. We did our little Frankenstein candy pouch. He's super cute. And yes, it is a pouch. You can put your candy in it. You can give it out as little party favors if you're having a Halloween party. Super cute. I had fun making this, and on stream when I was making it, I had the idea of doing one similar in different colors and making it into a Bride of Frankenstein. And we did a bat. And we have wings that actually flap, amongst others. There's a bunch of other ones I didn't even show here on pull out the show. So that's what we did on Mondays and Tuesdays in October, and I teach them. That's the big thing about the Crafty Cubs channel is we teach. We learn patterns and stitches and motifs. In addition to that, on Sundays, we do a temperature blanket. So tomorrow we are working on this year-long temperature blanket pattern, piece, not pattern. Well, it is a pattern. It's an ongoing thing, so it's going to take all year to finish. I would show it, but it's so heavy right now. So tune in tomorrow for temperature blanket on Sundays. Normally on Saturdays, we do Project Linus Blankets. It's a nonprofit here in the U.S. and Canada that gives handmade blankets to children from 0 to 18 that are in need. There are chapters all over the country, and well, both countries. I don't know if it's in any other countries, but I know it's in those two countries. So it's a good cause. It gives back to them, and there probably might be a chapter near you. So you can go to project if anybody's interested in that, you can put in exclamation point charity, and the link will come up for their nationwide or their main site, and you can see if there is a chapter in your area. And I know there's a lot of stuff going on in chat. Grew up on the East Coast, just south of Philly. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm in Maryland. I'm between DC and Philly. Not well, yeah. I'm actually more close. I'm more between DC and Baltimore. I met a lady from DC when I was in Japan, and very cool. Which most school trips were to the Liberty Bell in DC. I've been to the Liberty Bell not as on a school trip, but as an adult, maybe about 5, 6 years ago. Me and my friends went. I've been to DC. I don't know how many times. I can't even count. Actually, well, no. I'll get into the DC thing in a second. From Edinburgh. Well, welcome from Edinburgh. Nice to see more men who crochet and knit. Yep, there are a lot of us out there. I mean, there's more women, but there are a bunch of male crocheters, knitters, fiber artists. Oh, Knitting Nurses posted a link, or two links, for the pullover sweater and a chatelaine. Let me go and see. Give me 1 second. Whoops, whoops. I'm moving all of my things all around, and I don't like it when it does that. Okay. Oh, I got to sign into my Ravelry. So we're going to see what they are working on. Um, okay. I only see the yarn in that link, but the yarn is super pretty. Let me pull this up. Pull this over onto. Wait, where did the thing go? What? I'm. The Crafty Cup is having some issues at the moment, which is nothing new. Crafty Cup always has issues. And we're gonna pull this up. Oh, I gotta move that down. Up, down further. So that is when I click on the Ravelry pullover, that is the only picture I see in there, and the yarns are gorgeous. I love this purple. I mean, I love all of them, but that purple is like speaking to me. Oh, the actual pattern. Okay, well, let's get the actual pattern. Let's see here. Uh, oh, that's pretty. That is very pretty. I like the. And is this knit? I'm assuming it's knit. That is. I love the stitches and the color work. Um, you know how to knit, but I don't. You don't really crochet much. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so that is what Knitting Nurse has been working on. And then, let's move this over here. This is the chatelaine, that cross stitch that they are working on. Oh, wow. That is gorgeous. I don't know if I can make this any larger. I don't think I can make this any larger. but it's got like butterflies. Wait a minute. Yeah. Oh, it's this one here. If I would pay attention, um, that is super, super pretty. I've never done cross stitch that detailed and intricate, but who knows? We might do that here, do something intricate in the future. Thank you for oh, what? I'm really losing all of my ability to do any of this stuff tonight. Alrighty. So let's move that out of the way. Thanks again, Knitting Nurse, for sharing. And again, if you need to raid and run, I totally understand. Let me trying to catch up with the chat. Hope you have had a good day. Yep, I'm having a good day, Bray Crochet. How are you? Christmas mood. Yeah, I'm starting to, in my mind. I mean, I've been thinking about it in advance for what I'm going to be doing in December. Not ready to decorate. It's too early to decorate for me. But that's been in my mind. You have a pattern for a dog balloon amigurumi. I have seen those patterns, and I saw one on a knitting crochet group I belong to on Facebook. It was that, but it was a variation, and we are 18 plus here, and this really isn't that off color, but it looked like it was taking a crap. It was in that position, and there was a little amigurumi dog turd. Yeah, that was pretty cute. Hey there, Lilac Stars. How are you? Alrighty. Again, what we also do here on the channel, besides teach stitches, teach how to do certain squares and patterns and techniques, and besides the blankets that we do on the weekend, on Thursdays we do Throwback Thursdays. On Throwback Thursdays, I don't stream. I personally don't, but there is a stream on the Crafty Cubs channel. We have a special guest host. Her name is Granny Karen Cakes Moreno. She's an elderly lady. She's feisty. She won't take a lip off of anybody. She has a good time. And if you want to learn any of the old vintage patterns, like doilies and decorative edgings, that is the place to go. So she has done this a few weeks ago. This is a little doily. I think this is from like the 30s or the 40s. This could be a coaster or a tiny little doily for like a little vase or something. So we do that. She is currently working, and let me pull up the picture of what Granny Karen is doing. Where is... I'm having some problems here, but let's pull... Here it is. This is a progress picture of a piece that Granny Karen is working on. She had to work some of it off stream. This is filet crochet. Filet crochet is basically making pictures with crochet. It is only consisting of chain stitches and double crochets, and you form these little squares, and either the square is open, like a little mesh open lacy square, or it's filled in, and depending on where you put them, will form this pattern. So this is going to be a little, it's not little, it's going to be a chicken piece. So you can see, and this pattern is from like 1911. So she does some vintage patterns here. So if you want to see some of the old patterns and the old, what do you call it? Not really techniques, it's the same techniques. But if you want to see some vintage stuff and talk to a elder, crocheter, that is the place to be. Alrighty here. I'm good. You're crocheting a pair of cream colored socks. I've got that sock pattern on hold, which I need to get into. They're this bluish green. Actually, I can show you what the yarn is. This is the yarn I'm making my socks out of this really, really pretty. These are like so my colors. I love these cool colors with a little bit of earth tone. And there's a little sparkle just for fun. I'm sorry if I hit the mic. Started another project last night. Wow. Well, if you want to share anything in the Discord later on tonight, maybe when we get back from an ad break, we're going to do our Discord shares. Your love of tapestry wheels are turning? Yeah. Well, Filet crochet is kind of like tapestry, but it's not like tapestry embroidery, but it's similar, where you can like make the pictures into a piece of art. Found a sock pattern that's flat when you sew it together, so you decide to. Oh, okay, huh? It's flat and then you sew it together. I've never even heard of that. Alrighty. Um, Mine just went blank. Oh, popped up in the stream. There is a poll. If you are part of the Discord, and yes, I have a Discord. If you're part of the Discord, if you want to, there is a poll over there that Granny Karen Cakes Marino has asked me to set up. There are 4 different crocheted. It's with the crochet thread, crocheted angel tree toppers that she will be doing. She'll be doing one of those in December. So there's 4 of them. She wants everyone's opinion on which one that everyone likes. So if you go over there and vote, the poll will be open up until the 7th of December. So you've got a month. And she'll make one of those. And they are, I think the patterns are technically, well, depending on how you define vintage, I think they're from like the 70s or 80s. So they're not like old, but they're not super current and modern. Right. So usually tonight we do Project Linus blankets. I have a couple commission pieces that I need to get some work done on. And you'll notice that there's an eyeball above me. That is a square that we did in October for Halloween. If anybody wants the pattern for this, it's exclamation point eyeball. It is a free pattern and it's actually pretty easy. And if you want to practice doing circles, then this might be a good project for you to practice. My favorite thing to crochet, um, squares. Squares. Actually, it's exclamation point eyeball. I really should do the exclamation point pattern, but I change them all the time because each day is a different pattern. Hey there, Clemiko. How's it going? I'm back, tired and much need of crochet therapy. Yay for being back. Hopefully you had a good time. Oh, that's one thing I want to announce. Not, it has nothing to do with Clemiko, but I was thinking of her because of new things and just the way my mind works. I've been adding channel point redeems. Yesterday I added a ton of them. So if anybody doesn't know what a channel point redeem is, here on Twitch, in the little chat thingy right below where you type your little message, there'll be a number. It'll be a purple number, and they'll have a couple like little dots next to it. And you earn channel points by how much viewing you view somebody's stream. So the more you view it, you get more points. And then what you can do. Thank you, Lilac Stars. I'll do that in 1 second. It's going to be one of those. And it's a way for everybody to interact with the streamer here. There's other ways to interact, as you can do emotes, all that type of things. So, don't know how I could print off the eyeball pattern. Oh, I mean, it's a website. I don't know. Yeah, it should link to it links to a website. So I don't know if they have a print feature, or you could probably print like the page. Again, I don't know how it works on your device. There should be some type of
Very photos, overhead, geeks, sluts, bloods, wastoids, dweebies, dickheads. They don't. They think you're a righteous dude.
Thank you, Claymaker. And I haven't forgot about the Donkey Song Redeem. Um, so yeah, figure out with your device again. I don't know how each device works, but thank you for the hydrate. You're keeping me busy. Everybody's keeping me busy. I haven't even got to the crocheting part yet. Okay, I did the hydrate. I'm doing the stretches. I'm doing the posture check. I'm doing the finger stretches. Everybody do them with me. Wow, it's been a half hour and I haven't even done any crocheting. I'm like a real streamer. I gotta turn the fan on so it's getting a little warm in here. Um, yes, I haven't forgot about. Hold on a second. I do also have a merch store, so if you want to support the channel, you can do the merch store. And we're gonna pause the music there, and we're gonna do the donkey song that was that Lilac? Yeah, Lilac had redeemed. The donkey song is only redeemable once per stream. All the other ones you can do as many times as it allows, and more people can do them. This is the only time tonight we will do the donkey song. Oh, and Granny Karen Cakes does not do the donkey song on Thursday. I have that turned off. We're not going to put her through that. All right, if you don't know the donkey song, this is the donkey song. I learned this in middle school chorus class. This is what a public education in the United States will get you. So, here we go. Sweetly sings the donkey at the break of day. If you do not feed him, this is what he'll say. E-aw, 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 e-aw. You're welcome, Lilac. Okay, with that nonsense out of the way, how is everybody? So, anybody have... Oh, that's another thing. Anybody who came in on the raid, if they're still here, if anybody has any questions about crochet, any questions whatsoever, and it doesn't have to be about what I'm working on currently, just in general, feel free to stop me at any time. I'll put down what I'm doing. I'll grab another ball of yarn because there are plenty of balls of yarn, and this is a tiny, tiny fraction of what I have. I'll grab a hook, and I will try to help you understand and answer your question. Hey there, Fairy Dust. How are you? Hey there, Fairy Dust, also known as Lot Lizard. What commission pieces are you working on tonight? I am working on, if I can get to it, which hopefully I will. So a friend of mine liked the eyeball square that's right above my head, and she said, I'll buy it off of you. Well, it was just one square. I was like, well, I can make a whole bunch of them and piece them together and maybe make a blanket or a tote bag. And she was like, oh, a blanket works. So I'm going to be making a bunch of them in different color irises. So here are my purples. I'm going to do like, I don't know, 6, 7, however many different colors. And so they're going to be different shades of purple here. So we have a dark one. We have like a violet one. So I'm using up all of my scraps. These haven't had all the embroidery and the veins done yet. I'll do that last. So I'm working on that. And again, I'm working on the blues. I got 2 more blues to do. So we got some dark blues. We got some of this lighter blue. And if I get tired of making eyes, which is not a difficult pattern to do, it's a lot of circles. Good practice for circles for anybody who wants to get practicing on circles. After that, then I will attempt another commission piece for the same friend, and I'll show a picture of it. Where's it at? Where did I put it? It's right here. The same person has commissioned me to do a piece like the same pattern in a cream colored thread, but it's probably going to be a little bit smaller. I'm going to attempt to use the appropriate size hook. This crochet thread is calling for a 1.5 millimeter hook. Normally I use like a 2.25. I'm going to attempt to use the smaller hook with it. And this piece, this doily piece, she wants it in cream. It's going to be a gift for her mother. So that will be done a little bit later on tonight. I'm not going to start off with that. Crochet better in the round than square. Yeah, getting it square can be a little tricky sometimes. It just takes practice. And then also, I recommend blocking them. If you have problems keeping it square when you're done, block it. Blocking helps a whole lot. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, that doily is a pattern from like 1940 whatever. So it is a vintage pattern, and that pattern is, if anybody wants that pattern for that doily that I just showed, that really intricate pineapple doily. It's called pineapple because the stitch pattern. Exclamation point doily. I don't have it active in the timer right now because I'm not currently working on it. It is a free pattern. It is from a website called freevintagecrochet.com. Actually, you know what? I'll pop it up right now. I have it here. That right there is the pattern for the doily pattern. And I know there's links coming off. I'm throwing links at you, and if it's too confusing, let me know. I can try to like disable some of them and make them not as often, and maybe I can just disable like the Discord and the YouTube one. But yeah, that's what we're going to be working on. Let me zoom in a little bit and let me get to some crocheting. Oh, also, if anybody has any pictures they want to share, you can put them in the Discord. If you're not part of the Discord and you have a link, as long as it's terms of service safe, you can post it here into the chat. So what is everybody working on? I know, was that Sophie said that? No, it was Lilac that was working on the socks. And so, yeah, Sophie's working on the shawl. Hey there, knitter girl. How are you? 2, 5, 7, 8. I haven't crocheted in a week. Your fingers are going to hurt when you start back up. Well, do your stretches. Do your stretches. If anybody follows that spy guy, I'm going to shout him out. I don't think he's around right now. What is his, I think it's 86. That is not how you spell his username. There we go. If you follow that spy guy, he does this redeem where he stretches, and I can't put my hands like that. I guess because I'm too fat. He'll do his little barbell stretches. So Clay Miko, do your little finger stretches, and before you do your get into your crochet. There's so much going on here. I'm pretty good, knitter girl. Did your first? You finished your second ghost last week and started number 3. Yes, Clay Mika was also. That's something I can show everybody of what was done here on the stream, and Clay Miko ended up doing it as well. People have done it a lot over the past however many years it's been out. It's this. It was this ghost oily pattern. This is a free pattern on Ravelry. I think if you just go to Ravelry and search the name Boo, B-O-O, maybe exclamation point, was this ghost doily. Thank you for the shout outs that you're giving everybody, Knitter Girl. I appreciate that. More Granny Squares. Fairy Dust is working on it 30 hours overtime, so I haven't been able to work on it. Yeah, you have been doing a lot of overtime there, from what you were saying. Working on the snuck today, and then left-handed started being grumpy. I found out what a snuck is, and hey there, Llama. I was in the Traveling Tatters stream, was it last night? And Llama's in Tatters stream, and they were talking about a snuck, and I'm like, what is a snuck? Well, Tatter pulled up a picture that was shared onto her Discord. It is a combination of a snake and a duck. It's got the body of a snake and the head of a duck. And it was an artist drawing. Llama, did you draw that? I know Llama draws. And so Llama is now, are you crocheting or knitting? She's making a snuck, like a physical snuck. I'd never heard of a snuck. Crocheting. So if anybody wants a snuck, then that might be the person to go to, is talk to Llama. Hey, Sunshine. I was able to catch Granny the other day, and she's hilarious. I'm working on another peppermint Afghan from the Crochet Crowd as a commission piece. Thank you for coming in and visiting Granny Karen. She is hilarious. She is a hoot. And peppermint, I think I've seen the peppermint Afghan from the Crochet Crowd. I love the Crochet Crowd. I love Mikey and his sense of humor and his patterns. If you're not familiar with the Crochet Crowd, it's on YouTube. Just search the Crochet Crowd. Mikey's had his channel for well over a decade. Very informative. Another male crocheter. And his teaching style is very easy to follow. I try my best to kind of model my teaching on his teaching style. So yeah, everybody check out the Crochet Crowd on the YouTube. Right, I think I cut my black yarn a little too small, but that's all right. So how are you, Sunshine? And for those of you who have never worked with black yarn, it can be done, but it is a challenge because it's so dark. You can barely see sometimes where to put your hook. But I've done this pattern so many times, it's more by feel. Doing really good. The weather's amazing here in Texas. It's sheets and blankets on the line all day. Nice. It wasn't too bad here today. It was a little chilly, but it wasn't like frigid. I knit better with black than I can crochet. Yeah. Black can be a challenging, very challenging color. So yeah, no, there's no instruction tonight. We don't usually do instruction unless somebody has a specific question. But we don't really do any teaching on the weekends. It's sit and stitch and chit chat, that type of thing. Okay, I don't like how that is. I'll have to fix that later. Okay. But again, if anybody has any questions, any techniques you want me to demonstrate, I'm always willing to do that. Let me double check to see I've got the right amount of stitches. Yes, I do. Even though this is like a Halloween theme thing, my friend who has commissioned me this, I should say, she likes Halloween year round. So it's not like I'm not late on it. She asked for it maybe a week and a half before Halloween. So there's no way that I can get it done that quick. I mean, I could if that was the only whip I had. I counted, I think I have 8 whips going on right now. When I start this other doily commission piece That'll be 9 whips. We're planning any November themes this month. Oh, yes. Yeah, you were away and you. Oh, that's one thing I was. Oh, that's another thing I didn't share. Thank you. Alrighty. So when I was showing off the Halloween things that we have done this month, the Frankenstein and the witch and the spiderweb and the bat and the. On Halloween night, we did some amigurumi. Normally I don't do amigurumi. I'm new to amigurumi. But we did this cute candy corn amigurumi, and I had another one because I always have a sample. So I have these little cute. You didn't know about that? I think I sent you a picture directly of this, Clemiko. Isn't this super adorable? And you know what? It's not that difficult to do. Not that difficult to do at all. It's all single crochets, and you do the invisible decrease, which I learned from Pick Stitch here on Twitch. I don't know how many weeks ago was showing it, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. I did yarn overs instead of yarn unders, so that's one difference. Usually amigurumi you do yarn unders. And I also did an invisible join, which is a little a technique that's simple to do. You missed it? You're very busy with the mouse? Yeah. So yeah, either you'll have to watch the VOD or the YouTube video. Again, with I have a YouTube channel. All of my streams are on the YouTube immediately after I'm done streaming. They're unedited, uncut. They're just how you see it here. So you can go and watch past streams. I got about 150. I'm coming up on my year anniversary of streaming. December, I think 3rd. I think December 3rd was my first official stream. And so there's about like 150 some videos. So yeah, you can definitely check those out. Or Clemiko, since I know you locally, if you need help with this, I can show you personally. Thank you, Knitter Girl, for the links. Yarn unders and yarn overs. Yes, there is a difference. Actually, we'll put away the eyeball. And we're going to get this. This blue color is great for teaching. I'm not going to do an Amy to show the yarn under and the yarn over. You could do 4 more of those and stitch. Yeah. Yep. And you can do this in any colors you want. I mean, if you just want to do this shape in whatever color, you can just all one solid color, or you don't have to do candy corn. They're just like a triangular corn shape. Alrighty. So, I do both yarn under and yarn over. Hey there, Mama Rita. How are you? I let you slide with that one, Cobb. My lewd mind nearly exploded from restraint. What do you... I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, Lilac. I'm going to show you some yarn unders and some yarn overs. I'm just going to do a... Why am I doing a magic ring? I don't want to do a magic ring. I'm just going to do a regular, ordinary row. Just because it's simple and easier to do. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm just going to do 8 single crochets. So I'm going to do regular single crochets in this row just to get us started. And just to show the difference between overs and unders. See, this is what my stream was all about. Ask questions, and hopefully I can answer it, or someone else can answer it. So I'm going to chain 1, and now we're going to do a row of yarn overs. And this is pretty much the common way, the way that most people learn how to crochet. It's the more common. So a yarn over is you do this. The yarn is going over the hook. What's the capital of Montana? Helena, why? That has nothing to do. You're asking questions and you can get the answer. Well, you know what? That's the answer. Anyway, distracting me. I like that. Okay, so a yarn over is you take the yarn and you yarn it over your hook. So that's a yarn over, and you do the stitch like normal. Okay, we're just going to do doubles. So yarn over, and I'm just going to do a row of yarn overs. Actually, I'm not even going to do a full row. I'm going to stop here. Forget about the rest of it. It's just a sample. So now I'm going to chain, and I'm going to do some yarn unders. Yarn under, and this even for me, it takes a while to get used to. Yarn under, your yarn is going under. I think that's how you do it. Wait a minute. I'm new at yarn unders, so why would this be end up crocheting in the inside of the... This is why... Could this be why I'm end up crocheting in the inside of Amy's? It could be, and I think the reason you do a yarn under... Okay, I'm just going to do the single crochet, because that's I think that might be usually how you do it. Wait a minute. Wait. Okay, gotta go in. I'm gonna go into the stitch. I'm gonna go into the stitch and yarn under. That's how we do it. Again, I'm very new to yarn unders myself. You're gonna do this for, yeah, they're easier for amigurumi, and it also will make the stitches a little bit tighter, so your fluff doesn't come through as much, and it makes it a little more even. Okay, so here, again, I'm very new at it. So you're going to go in, I'm going to yarn under. So I'm going to put the hook over the yarn, which means the yarn is under the hook, and then bring it through, and just like that. That's how you do a yarn under. Go in, put the yarn under the hook, and then bring it through, and finish the stitch. Go in, yarns under the hook. Yeah. So that right there, those couple stitches are yarn unders. My row of double crochets really isn't a good example of showing a difference, but it does. I can tell because I personally know what my singles look like when they're yarn overs. They do look a little bit tighter. So do both, especially if I'm double crocheting. Who knew this would turn into trivia night? Don't mind me, I'm in a unique mood. That's fine. No, we like the unique mood. Yarn unders are easy for amigurumi. Yeah, the cap, yeah. I end up doing both, especially if I'm doing double and triple crochets, yeah. So it's just a different way of how you do it. So, and the name is all explains it. So a yarn over is the yarn is going over the hook. A yarn under, the yarn's going under the hook. Hopefully that makes sense. I think that might have been one of the easier things to explain. Maybe. But yeah, what was I going to say? Oh, I didn't even answer Clay Miko's question about Thanksgiving things. So, again, we did this on Halloween night. I was dressed up as the monk, and I don't know what monks have to do with candy corn, but it happened to be Halloween. That's the costume I had. So, we did our candy corn, and now that it's November, and here in the United States, I know I have international viewers, but here in the U.S., in November, the holiday we celebrate, the end of November, is Thanksgiving. And the symbol of Thanksgiving is a turkey. So on Tuesdays in November, the first 3 Tuesdays, I'm not certain what we're doing the last week, if we're going to stream it or not. We probably will, and we probably might be working on just projects. This Tuesday, we're doing this cute little turkey coaster, or it could be an applique, it could be an ornament. It is a really good stash buster, and you could use whatever colors you have, any color that would be appropriate for a turkey. So get out your fall themed scraps, and it's just a round, and then you have these 5 little shells, and then use some embroidery to put your stitches on for its little face. It is super cute. Works up pretty quick. Then, where's the other thing? The other thing, here it is. The following Tuesday, wonder if there's a turkey doily we could find. There might be. There might be. Yeah. Check out. Well, I know sometimes you have Clay Miko has a love-hate relationship with Ravelry. I just leave it at that. The following Tuesday, and I'm saying Tuesdays because Mondays we're doing something different, totally different on the stream. The following Tuesday is another turkey. This is supposed to be a coaster, but I'm using worsted weight yarn and a bigger hook. If I would have used thinner yarn and a smaller hook, it might be the size of a coaster. This is more the size of a hot pad, which this could still work as a hot pad. There's this turkey, and again, use whatever colors you want wherever you want. There is no right or wrong way of where you want your colors. And yes, Grammy ETC has commented that its eyes are really big, but I say, it just found out it's going to be Thanksgiving dinner. Wouldn't your eyes get that big too? So we're going to do the cool thing about this that makes this more of a hot pad. It's double thickness. Words. It's double thickness. And you can use whatever colors you want. The pattern I got this from, again, these are all free patterns I got online. The pattern I got this from, they had examples with all different colors in different spots. And like the outline of the feathers was a different color. So you can change it up, make it your own, use up all of your fall themed colors. If I was a turkey, I would look surprised too. The only difference is from the pattern here. Thank you for the wait, what is that? Okay, that's got a face on it. I haven't seen that emote. The pattern I got this from for the eyes, the beak, and the little, what do you call that thing? What's the little thing that hangs next? I don't know what it's called. They do theirs out of pieces of felt and they sew it on. Well, I don't have any felt, but I got plenty of yarn and I know how to make a circle and I know how to do some embroidery stitches. So that is what I chose to do. Yes, gobble gobble till you wobble. It's a waddle, okay? Because I know there's a comb, there's a waddle, there's a I don't know. So that is for next Tuesday, the following Tuesday. The next Tuesday after that, there is no sample. What day of the week is that Tuesday? That day of the week is... Well, I know what day of the week it is. It's a Tuesday. The 21st. The 21st of November. You might want to tune in to the stream. I'm making something, and when it's done, I'll be wearing it. Yes, it's a wearable. And it will be turned into a channel point redeem. That's all I'm saying. If my face is on a turkey, might as well be on the turkey's ass. You said it, Fairy Dust. You said it. Oh, the other thing is, and it's all about like what's coming up and what's going to be going on, because there's just so much going on. Mondays on the stream in November, we're going to be making this Christmas tree skirt. I'm not teaching it. It's going to be sit here and you're going to be watching me make it. This is a paid pattern. If anybody wants this pattern is called exclamation point tree skirt. It is a paid pattern. You get two patterns, a medium and a large for this tree skirt. So that is on Mondays in November. It's going to take forever. What's going to take forever? Wait, that... Oh, there it is. I was like, why isn't the link coming up? No, the tree skirt actually does not take forever. The tree skirt uses worsted weight yarn and an 8mm hook. It uses a big old hook. So it works up quick. Alrighty, where am I? I'm on round 3. Yep. It's not the crochet thread. It's worsted weight yarn and a jumbo hook. Because normally this is worsted weight and I use a 5.5 millimeter. No, it uses a honkin' hook. That's what I'm calling it. Okay, this is scrap yarn. You can see I've knotted it together. And I'm just going to cut my knot out because I don't want the knot in there. And this is another thing I can show everybody. And I've showed it many times on stream. If anybody wants to join with a knot and it's not as noticeable, we can do a weaver's knot. So let me show the weaver's knot. I've shown it many times. You take your old end. This is my old end. This is my new end from when I'm joining. You're going to put the new over the old and form an X and pinch. Take the tail of the old, wrap it around your thumb and in between the 2 ears. So there's an ear here and there's an ear there. So wrap it. So you're going around the thumb, behind the ear, in between the ears. And you're going to take the right ear and put it under this loop. And then you're going to grab both ears and the old string and pull tight. Pull real tight, both sides. And then clip those tails pretty close. And that is a weaver's knot. And that's usually what I do to join. And you're not going to see this as much. You can actually get this a little bit closer if you wanted to. Or you can join like a normal join, however you normally do that. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait. I'm losing track of my order of my stitches. So it happens when you talk and try to craft. When I've done this round, I definitely have to count. Okay, before I do my last one, let's see here. 3, 4. Yep. You have to go little one, give the little one a bath and get her in bed. Hopefully make it back for the end of the stream. Okay. Hopefully I'll talk to you. Talk to you later. If not, you have a good one. I will talk to you later eventually because we're gonna have an ad here in about 15 seconds. It's only gonna be a minute long, so it's a good time to stretch, do your finger stretches, get something to drink, use the restroom, and I will be right back. But before we go,
let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the treat.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for sitting through that ad. Hopefully, everybody took the time to stretch and hydrate and all that good stuff. I changed out to my next color for these eyeballs. I like this pattern because it's just circles, and the only difficult part is the 8th round. And that shouldn't say difficult. It's just, oh, come on. Why was I thinking I was going to change color? It's just something different. It's something you just got to pay attention to for the 8th round. Hey there, Lady Cricketbug. How are you? How's it going? It's going. That's not promising. That sounds like it's not going good. Trying to finish off this poncho before it finishes me. Oh, yeah, I've run into those types of projects. We had to frog a lot today. Ugh. Yeah, that could be frustrating. Love making ponchos, but kind of pointless in Texas. Yeah, especially if they're insulated yarn. I mean, a cotton one or linen one might be okay. Here, 4. Missed a stitch on the last color, first row. Didn't notice it was several. Oh, I hate that. I hate that, and especially if it's going to affect the entire pattern. Five. Sorry if my counting is throwing anybody off. I'm trying not to count out too loud. According to the farmers at the cowboy church I go to, Texas is going to get nasty cold this year, so maybe I can do some cute winter wear. Yeah. I mean, depending on where you are in Texas, I've heard it can get cold sometimes. I'm in Maryland, so it will get cold. I mean, it's already starting to get chilly. I think we've had I don't even know what the highs were in. I'm assuming probably the 50s. since I'm not current on my temperature blanket, like currently to like today, um, yeah, this week started up in the 70s. I think Monday got up to 79, and then it went down to 52, 49. Yeah, now it's been into the 50s the past couple days. And that's Fahrenheit. I don't know what that would be for any of my international friends. I don't have the conversion up right now. But that's chilly, getting chilly. Don't forget to make Grammy something cute so she stays warm. Yeah, Granny Karen, she's got her shawl, and she can make herself something. But no, I will definitely make her something because okay, my count just got all out of whack. So speaking of frogging, one, two, three, four, five, six, two. But yeah, I'll have to make her some. Actually, I have to 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Me and Grammy have to make Granny Karen a a caftan for her to wear. Not this Thursday, but the following Thursday. I gave her my ticket to see a drag show in DC, and she is still. And I've talked to her, and she still doesn't understand. She thinks it's a drag race, as in like race cars, like a drag strip where they race each other. Keep telling her. So she'll find out. There are no racetracks in downtown DC. She'll find out when she gets there. Yeah, well, she'll probably be confused why she's going into a theater to see races, but hey. Thanks. Did I show? Yeah, I showed at the beginning of the stream. Um, the progress that she has made. I'll show it again. The progress that Granny Karen has made. If I can find anything. That's not it. Where did this is the progress Granny Karen has made on her filet crochet piece with the chicken. So you can really see the chicken showing up. I think she's got about 6 or 7 more rows left. Yep, and that's a pattern from 1911. And if anybody wants this pattern, exclamation point chicken fillet. It will take you to the antiquepatternlibrary.org site. There's tons of patterns, not just crochet, all different types of. I think there's even woodworking patterns. There's all different types of patterns. There's knit, there's tatting, there's sewing patterns, all different types of things. So if you go to that link, thank you, Knitter Girl. When you go to that link, you have to. It's a PDF. You have to scroll down to page 39, and you will see the chart pattern for it. So it doesn't give instructions on how to do filet crochet, so you kind of have to know. Well, I think further up in the article, because again, it is from a book from the 19 teens. and it kind of does explain how to do it. But if you're familiar with filet crochet, it's a chart. It's got squares that you fill in or you don't fill in. Faraday says the pearls will hit the floor when the first queen comes out. Yeah, they probably will. I have a feeling she'll sneak on the stage and try to wiggle and maybe throw out a hip. I can only imagine. You never know. You never know with Granny Karen. Tries to upstage a queen, she'll get her wig snatched. Yeah, and these are drag queens from RuPaul's Drag Race that they have been on for throughout the seasons. So these aren't just local ones. This is a touring thing. I think it's called a drag queen Christmas. Happy Saturday, everyone. I hope everyone's having a peaceful, relaxing weekend. Hey there, Carmel. How are you? I'm pretty good. I'm just working on some 3, 4, some commission pieces. I'm going to try to get at least one square done. It's going to be a blanket. All these eyeball squares that are going to be stitched together. Still haven't figured out how I'm going to stitch together. I think I'm going to use the red yarn to join all the squares. Or the white. It's red or white I'm going to use. I'm not certain. But I got to make the squares. I've only got almost 2 of the colors. I think I've got 7 colors I'm going to end up doing. Okay, it is time to add the red. I got to cut my white a little long because it's going to be used to embroider for part of that. I've only seen the first season of Drag Race. It was too catty for me. Uh, yeah, there is that. I love the artistry and the stuff that they can do and come up with and how funny they can be. And actually, Clay Miko, and Norfairy have got us tickets to go. And like I said, I'm going to give Granny my ticket. Thanks. Happy Saturday to you too. Not long left to your Saturday. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're in the UK, if I remember correctly. 6, 7. Yeah, right now it's a little after 7 at night. I'm at East Coast of the US. 45 minutes to midnight. Wow. 5 in the afternoon. Somebody, oh, I don't remember who it was. It was a little while ago. There was so much going on. Um, Somebody asked about what's for dinner. If I remember, I don't remember who it was. I'm not certain. We had this Chinese stuff last night, which was really, really good. So I might get some of that if there's leftovers. If not, I'll find something. We're having a little family get together. Nothing really special tomorrow. So, um, prepping for that. In fact, after 3, 4, 5, So if I don't count here, I'm going to be all off. After I'm done streaming here, I need to make a cake. And it's currently 4-hour time difference till the time change. Yeah. Leftover Chinese for the win. Yeah, this is homemade Chinese. This isn't like takeout Chinese. But yeah, I have to make a cake. I'm making and actually I will post it. I need to post the recipe in the Discord. Again, that's another thing. If you are part of the Discord and you want to post recipes, I have a recipe channel over there. Um, the cake I'm making is an apple cider cake. It is really good. It's got cinnamon and apple cider, and there's applesauce in the cake, and it's got this glaze and yeah. Oh yeah. That's another thing. Tonight, everybody set your clocks back. I know everything probably pretty much these days does it itself because it's all automated. It's not like it was back. Now I'm sounding like Granny Karen. Back in my day, where you had to go and change all your clocks, I think pretty much everything does it itself. We don't talk about cake around this fat chick. Oh, I'm sorry. Tonight's choice are leftovers or bologna sandwich. God knows we ain't got no groceries. Okay, Grabby. Yes, it is this weekend. Yes. Yeah, the U.S. does it now, is doing it the first week. They've changed it however long ago, however many years ago. Um, um, First weekend in November. Used to be in October. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with bologna. We still do in October, usually 1 or 2 weeks ahead. Yeah, which I think the whole daylight savings time thing is stupid in my opinion. Yeah, I mean at one time it served a purpose, but not anymore. As I'm working on this is very patriotic looking. It's like I didn't mean to make a patriotic eyeball, but patriotic for those of us whose country's colors are red, white, and blue. I know not everybody has those colors. 6, and then this one I gotta change back to the black, but I gotta cut my tail of the red somewhat long. You have white and blue, yep. And then I think Knitter Girls in Canada, that's red and white. Not only do I love crochet, I also love geography and flags and all of that type of stuff. So I'm familiar with most countries' colors, not all. There's a lot I don't know, but I know I know those colors. And Lady Cricket Bog is red, white, and blue also, because that's the UK, obviously. Six, 7, 8. Six. 7, 8, 2, 5, 6, 7. But yeah, like I said, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I can't talk and count at the same time. I did add a whole bunch of channel points, and I kind of changed the colors of them because they were all different colors and had. So I kind of revamped it and added a whole bunch of them. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Oh, and if you were here on Monday when we did the Frankenstein, I had the channel point redeem of um from Young Frankenstein, the Putting on the Ritz. That has been renamed and I edited it down. It's not the whole song anymore. 3. Yes, it is the airplane reference. Yes, all of those channel point redeems that are 500 channel points. And if that's too high, I can always adjust those at some point. Um okay. I need to do some of these channel points. Um I don't know what that does, but it sounds pleasant. What, bitch? Okay. I gotta figure out a way so one won't play while the other one's playing. I'm new at this. So you don't have to redeem it again. I'll redeem the bitch again. Oh, it's on a cooldown. Okay. Well, when the cooldown is done, and there's a cooldown for each one, I'll replay it for you. Um, but yeah, I have to figure out so they don't play it over top of each other at the same time. This was a little long. I might have to edit this. Yeah, all the ones that are 500 points are movie references. Oh, okay. I had forgot what I was doing here for a second. This is where I have to concentrate because I'm squaring it up. But yeah, like I haven't forgot about it. When the cooldown is done, I will redeem that one for you again. Didn't Shelley Duvall have to be institutionalized for a while? I don't know if it was because of the movie, but I know she does have some issues. But yeah, I thought that was a little fun thing because I know Traveling Tatter has a thing where you just type in exclamation point movie and it'll pop up in the chat just the quote, like it won't say anything. Well, this is kind of same thing, but I wanted the actual um, clip of it. Rehab double. One, two. Yes, there are a lot of 1980s movie references. Okay, I need to make that a little bit larger so it fills more of the screen when they play. Wasn't expecting Crocodile Dundee. Was actually expecting the Shira scene from Psycho. That would have been a good one too. You're giving me ideas, Fairy Dust. I might have to put that in the queue, and because I've got a list of things that I can make for redeems. But it's a cool, fun little interactive type things. You're getting ideas for your stream. Yeah, for that, um, any of those channel point redeems and the Granny Shake redeem. Those I use Trigger Fire. Yeah, thank you for giving her the shout out. I appreciate that. Um, I use Trigger Fire to do those all those redeems. The Truffle Shuffle, that's a possibility. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna forget all of these. So I need not streaming yet, but you will be soon. Alrighty. Okay. I think what I'm gonna have to do is permanently have this notepad next to me to write down. So we did Psycho, and Truffle Shuffle. Okay. Now, if it's a lot of more recent movies, I haven't watched like a lot of movies in the past 20 some years. So it has to be a reference that I'm really gonna know. That well, or a wide audience would probably know. And again, I don't really know a lot of the more recent ones. Okay, that was 3 of those. 2. But there is another Goonies reference in here. If Grammy wants to redeem it, it's Baby Ruth, which that's obvious of what that's going to be. Actually, no, it's not. I had to take that one off of here. I think. Wait a minute, is it on here? Let me double check. No, I had to take it off because there was an issue with it. I'm one of the few Americans that don't own a TV, so I'm clueless of most things. Yeah, these are all movies, so not really TV shows. But yeah, yeah, Chunk from Goonies. That was one of the first ones because that was for Halloween for Tuesday when I was dressed up as the monk. And there is a channel point redeem for. Let me see where it's at. Wait, for 1,000. If you want to spend your 1,000 channel points, you can redeem for me to dress up as Friar Schmuck for a half hour. So there is that. But it's only once per stream. We get 7. 7. Robin Hood Men in Tights. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen that movie. So, and I'm going to probably bring back. We had a segment back in the spring. One of my followers would supply me with some crochet or yarn themed memes. So I think we're going to bring that back. I've got a bunch already saved up. I just got to do some behind the scenes things to make it look a little bit nicer than what I have done in the past. I'm just squaring up this eyeball, and these all will have to be blocked. I need to get I know the dollar store carries them. They're these little plastic, I guess they're meant to piece them together and hang them on the wall and put pegs on them. They're like pegboard, but they're plastic, and they're only about that big square, I guess. And you put wood. I've seen crocheters put wooden dowels in them to make like a blocking type thing. So you just stack them all your squares on top of it, so they can all block. Three. They make ones out of wood that you can purchase that are specifically for that, but they're a little expensive. And I already have the wooden dowels, so I need to make a trip to. I think in the U.S. Dollar Tree carries them. I think that's what I've heard. Hopefully, I'm counted correctly, and my square isn't going to be a pentagon. Oh wait a minute! Wait. This is the round that I got to kind of pay attention to, and I did what you call it, show how to do the square previously. What did you miss? Well, you missed a bunch of redeems. Oh, actually, I think enough time has passed. Lilac redeemed a redeem while another redeem was playing, so I'm going to play it for them. And this is the redeem that Lilac chose. This is called Bitch. I'm not a big sci-fi fan, but I love that line. That's from Aliens. When I do squares, I no longer have to block because I learned to use a bigger hook. Example of worsted weight yarn. Usually use a 7mm hook. Those rubber mat piece floor and a wooden kebab skewer really work well for blocking. Yes. Um, I've got a bulletin board that I usually block the this piece. I also have like a piece of upholstery foam that I block these on, but I've got so many of these I need to block because they kind of, you can see they're kind of wrinkly, and even after doing that, but I'm gonna have like 50 some of these, so I don't have enough room to block them all at one time flat. So I need to do the stacking type method. But yes, Clay Mika, that's what you missed. I've made a bunch of um, channel point redeems, and they were playing a bunch of those. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Big hit. Don't don't. They can do the righteous food.
Oh my god, I just had to rip out another row stitch. Oh no! That's not good. Hypothetically, use a cardboard box and thumbtacks to block. Yeah, but again, I'm gonna have 50 some of these. Yes. Thank you for the frog for Lady Cricket Bug. I'm gonna step away for a bit and go get a shower. Okay, yeah. Don't cry. Just put it away. Just relax. You'll get back to it. Just irritated with it. Want to get it done so I can go and work on people's gifts. Okay. I'll catch you later, Lady Cricket Bog. I should be here. I'm going to be working on this for a while. Let me bring the music back. Let me see here. There's no way that I can adjust. Oh. Maybe I can do that. Oh, well, what do you know? I can adjust trigger fire's volume. Okay, I'm figuring it out. Yes, Breakfast Club, one of my favorites. Yeah, most of those so far have. Hold on. Hold on a second, everybody. Why is that not? Okay, I'm gonna play that again. If I can find it. I don't. Oh, there's a cooldown. I don't know why that audio didn't work. Maybe because I borked it by switching on the thing. All right. So in about 10 minutes, I will play that again for you, Fairy Dust. Oh, you heard it? Oh. Oh, you did? Okay. Okay, I guess I'm going deaf. Still getting used to the levels of the music and all the redeems, and I want you to be able to hear the redeems. But like I said, they're mostly from the 80s. I will be adding other ones. They're just some of my favorite scenes. I am an 80s kid, so you, of course, realize I have to see what all they are. That's kind of the point of having them there. That's why I did that. And for engagement. That's what you expected. You're tired this evening and working on your poncho and it feels like your eyes are crossing. The drive from Florida to Maryland was exhausting. Well, um, if your eyes are crossing, don't stress yourself out and make it worse. Yes, another reason why my stream is 18 plus. Nothing was horrible with that. It was just yeah, a little suggestive. But again, careful. Sorry if ever anybody else was around mixed company and they heard that. Especially if you're in your phone, like, what are you watching? Turn the stream off. Surround sound. We are 18 plus. There is that disclaimer. You never know what's going to be said, especially with doors and windows open. We are the Dirty Hookers. You've never seen When Harry Met Sally? It's pretty cute. That's like the famous scene. And that older lady who said, "I'll have what she's having." That movie was directed by Rob Reiner, like the director and the actor. That woman is Rob was I don't think she's alive anymore. That was Rob Reiner's mother. Thanks for the follow. Thank you for the follow, Haint Blower 33. How are you? And welcome in if you're new to my stream. I am the Crafty Cub, mostly crochet, and there'll be other fiber arts in the new year. I'm working on a commission piece here. It is going to be a series of these eyeballs that are going to be stitched together into a blanket. You like Rob Reiner, Princess Bride, Stand By Me, All in the Family. He played Mike or Meathead. But yes, Princess Bride, Stand By Me, those are movies he directed. Okay, another one done. I have one more blue one to do. I have to do 8 of each iris color. Yeah. I got the purples done, the blues are almost done, then we'll go to another color. And again, I'm using scraps, so whatever I have, they're all not going to be the exact same shade for the iris. And that will work with this because each one is different. Come on. 2, 4. Yes. 5, 6, 7, 9. Yes, he was married to Penny Marshall, and Penny Marshall directed Big, which we had that clip earlier. Oh, I need one more. Now we can do the join. Wait, no. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. So I don't think I have enough of this to do 2 rounds. Okay. I'm just talking to myself. I know, nothing new for the Crafty Co. Nothing new at all. Let me make certain I have 20 stitches. 19. Oh, yeah. There's actually no. I gotta frog that out because that first stitch was a little weird. Try this one more time. I would count. And then two more right in there. And now that should be good. Now we can do this slip stitch, join, and do the next round. Oh, I got a knot. I got to redo the knot because that's not a good knot. Redo the weaver's knot. But yeah, I'm gonna make this cake tonight, and it's got a glaze that goes on it after it's cooled. It's like a cinnamon apple cider. Yes, yeah, I was gonna do that one too, which I still can. But me and Crojo Mojo, we always quote that a carrot a watermelon. There will be there'll be other ones that will come down the pike. And again, if nobody knows what any of these references are, um, just ask. That last one was from Dirty Dancing, the original, not the Havana Nights one. May I ask a real quick question? Have the knots you put in ever come out? In my case, no. And these are weaver, the type that I've done here on stream. They're weaver's knots, and they are the same knots that weavers use if they're using like a high tension loom and one of their warp um yarns breaks. It's the same type of knot. Mrs. Peacock was a man. Oh, Clue. I'm just gonna put the name Clue because there's so many quotes from that movie. But yeah, I haven't had any knots come out, and I gotta double check to make certain I counted this right. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Normally, I don't put knots in it. I would do the crochet join where you finish off and then put the other ones and join that way. Kind of like how I'm joining when I change colors. But these small little bits of it, I'll do that. Hey there, Upcycly. How are you? I know I talked to you earlier in your stream. Um, we're gonna have an ad starting like within minutes, like seconds. So let me go to the ad. But before we do that, it's only gonna be a minute long. Maybe a little longer than a minute. I'm gonna play this real quick. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for putting up with that ad break. And thank you, Knitter Girl, for the shout out for Upcycly. She's just getting back into streaming. She had to take a hiatus to take care of her mother. She was on today a little bit. She takes items that otherwise would have been trash and turns them into treasure. She does paper from magazines and will roll them a certain way and weave them. What else do you do? Oh, crud. I've been in your stream so many. Oh, you've used like an old cat sweater to use as stuffing for this little Baby Alien, that's what we're calling it. It's from a space battle franchise. If we're not going to use copyrighted names. But yeah, definitely check her out. She is also currently, I think you're still in the middle of working up a bunch of squares, this Afghan um um sampler type thing. It's a pattern, but each square is a different stitch, and then she's gonna stitch it all, piece them all together, and it's going to be a gift for her your stepdaughter, right? Yeah, I think it's for your stepdaughter. All right. Yes, Baby Yoga or Grogu. Yes, but I think for copyright reasons, it has to be known as Baby Alien, according to the pattern. At least that's what I'm getting from Upcycly when she explains what she's doing. Oh, I didn't even cut the black yarn from back there. Okay, come up. Didn't even cut it right then. But yes, she takes items, and then she also has a lot of positive and positive feelings and being psyched up, and so yeah, it's good times over there. Yes, I did, Claymiko. I already had some of those already written down on my list. I just haven't had a chime. Words. I haven't had had time to get the clips and then edit them, and Disney wouldn't let me use the names of their, yeah, well, pretty much any of them, but yeah, Disney is famous for going after people. She is one of your spirit animal. Weezer. Oh, I know that. I knew that when I first met you. Weezer from Steel Magnolias. Gonna cut out for the night. Try to get this done. Oh, you're welcome. You have a good night. Hopefully, you won't have to frog anything else. And it's always good to see you here. And I'm doing the entirely wrong stitch, but I'm glad that you came in and spent some time with us here. 3 and 4. I need a drink. I am using my 5.5 millimeter hook, my go-to size for worsted weight yarn. Mainly because it's close at hand, because it's always sitting out. It's the one hook that I don't really put away. Which, and I don't know, I mentioned it the other week. For a few weeks, for whatever reason, I went into I've got like a tote bag, like a project bag that you can put like your yarn in and your hooks and your books and your patterns and all that. And it's got like little spots for all of your hooks to go. Well, for whatever reason, I just went through and I was like, okay, I just wanted just to see if I had all of my hooks. Thank you, Pix. How are you, Pix? So I was going through all of my hooks, and I have a set of 12 of these comfort grip hooks. Well, I only had 11. I'm like, where's this other one? And it's a size I didn't need the size. But I'm like, okay, I'm the type of person I need to know where all of my hooks are. So I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm searching and searching. I can't find it. Well, I found it. It was put away in the cabinet. Why it was in that cabinet, I don't know, because there's nothing crochet in that cabinet. But I found my hook. Where was I going with this? Oh, yeah. The red one is the one I usually use for worsted weight yarn for a lot of my squares. So it's always sitting out. I'm pretty good, Pix. What's going on? And thank you for the shout out for Knitter Girl. Oh yes, yes. I didn't wish you a happy birthday. Yesterday was Pick Stitch's birthday, so everybody wish him a happy birthday. Another male crocheter here on Twitch. Um, he also cross stitches, does Lego art. You play a bunch of different games. Oh, the places I put my hooks, and I'm like, where the hell? Oh, right, it's over there. Yes, but this wasn't even with a project. In my desk here, there's a cabinet above, and it's got like a thing I put like markers and highlighters in that I hardly ever use. Why was it in there? I don't know. It was like no other, to be honest, but I'm very humbled and had a blast. Yeah, I didn't have a chance to go into your stream yesterday. Happy birthday, eat cake, get laid, enjoy the weekend. Alrighty, fairy dust. Heyo. But again, if you're not following Pix and you don't know of Pix, then where have you been? Definitely check him out. It's always a good time over there. You learn some things. There's chaos. And that is where I learned the invisible decrease for amigurumis, was from Pix. Yes, this is a free pattern. I showed how to do this back a few weeks ago. This is called, if you want this pattern, it's !eyeball. It is from Stitch by Faye. And it's good practice if you want to crochet in the round, because it's mostly rounds. It's a 9-round pattern, and the first 7 are circles. And yes, and that's part of the color change. The way they do it when you change color, the last stitch, instead of finishing the stitch, instead of doing the pull through with it, you pull through with your new color, and then you slip stitch to join the round, and that is how that is done here. And it's all, and picks. This is mostly half double crochet. Our favorite stitch. It's all half double crochet until the last 2 rounds. The last 2 rounds are singles, half doubles, doubles, triples to square it up, and the very last round is doubles. So yeah. And like I said, it's great if you want to practice your rounds. And this pattern is also really, really good. Let me see. I mean, it's showing up above me, but it's also really good to use up scraps if you've only got a little bit of one color. Look for the iris, because that's what I'm doing here. This is a commission piece, and I'm going to do a bunch of purple ones. I haven't done the embroidery for this one yet, but the shades of purple are different. Same thing with the blues. So it's whatever I got. I'm just going to use them up, because the person that wants this, she loves the eyeball, and for her, it's Halloween year round. So again, this isn't, obviously it's not for Halloween because that's past. But where was I going with this? Brain doesn't work. She doesn't care what color the eyes are. Surprisingly large number of people that loathe half double crochet. Yeah, I don't know why.
Thanks for the raid.
Wow. Welcome in, Raiders. Thank you for the raid, Zacalia. If you're not familiar with Zacalia, definitely check her out. She's another multi-crafter streamer here on Twitch. If you have got anything that you are working on and you want to post it, feel free to post links. For those who are coming in on the raid, I am the Crafty Cub. And you know what? I knew there was something up because that's what happened a while ago. Pix was in here, chatting me up, and then shortly after that, I got raided. So I should have known. I am the Crafty Cub, mostly crochet here on the channel. Come the new year, we will be doing other fiber arts like cross stitch, embroidery, knitting. I'm going to get better at knitting. I'm going to learn how to tat. We're going to do some fiber prep, like fluff up and card some fiber and then spin it into yarn. A lot of recycling and changing things up. But normally what I do on the stream is I teach. I show how to do different stitches and different squares and little projects. In the month of October, we did our Halloween squares. And let me zoom on out a little bit. I'm going to show off some of the few things that we did on stream in October. We did this cute little witch square. It's an applique. It's 2 separate pieces. And we stitched it onto the square. We also did this, hey there, what a yarnaholic, and everybody else. There's so many people coming in. Ramen Pancakes, Toya, all these people, a lot of these names I'm familiar with. I've seen in other people's channels, so welcome in. We did the spiderweb square. What else did we do? We did this bat, and his wings are actual wingy, if that's a word. So we've got that. We did Frankenstein. Frank is super cute. He is a candy pouch. He's got a front and a back. You can put something in it. It's great for party favors. I'm going to change this up a little bit. I'm going to change the color, and I'm going to do the hair like the Bride of Frankenstein. So we're going to do a variation of this. Pix is Amazing was lurking in most of your stream. Then I saw he was here too, so it's fate. Well, thank you for the lurk, and I guess it is fate. Also, what we did on, what is today? Tuesday, Halloween. Speaking of Pix, who does Ammies, I'm getting into Ammies. And I think Zakalia, you've done Ammies before, I think. I did these cute candy corn amigurumis. I'm in love with them. They're super adorable, super cute. So I'm venturing into it. Also, what we do here on the weekends, today's an exception. Normally on Saturdays we do Project Linus blankets. Me, Amy, that's what I thought, Zakalia. Normally I do Project Linus blankets on Saturdays. Today's Saturday. Yeah, today's Saturday. It is a nonprofit organization in the U.S. and Canada that accepts handmade blankets for children all the way up to the age of 18 that are in need. Not doing that right now tonight because I've got some commission pieces I need to work on. So that's normally what Saturdays is here on the stream. Sundays we do a temperature blanket that I started at the beginning of the year, and I bring it over, but it's so heavy and massive. But tune in tomorrow for the temperature blanket. It's an all-year project. In addition to all of that, on Thursdays, we do Throwback Thursdays. I personally don't stream on the channel on Thursdays, but I have a special guest. Her name is Granny Karen Cakes Moreno. And let me find a picture of the dear old lady. Bear with me, everybody. Let me find her picture. She's in here somewhere. No, she's not there. Where'd she go? There she is. Oh, come. The light is blinding me that I can't see. Thank you, Fairy Dust. That was Granny Karen Cakes Moreno. She is our guest host on Thursdays, and thank you for the finger stretchies. I was doing the finger stretchies while Granny Karen was doing her little shake. She does vintage patterns. This is from like the 30s or the 40s, and I love those. Oh my god, those emotes. It'll make me lose it. She does vintage patterns with crochet thread, and
Thanks for the follow.
thank you for the follow, Jungle Carpet Python. I like your name. Wait, let's open this up. So, what she is also working on currently, and I think she's going to finish it on next Thursday, she's doing this filet crochet piece. This is done with crochet thread, and all it is double crochets and chain stitches. And it's knowing where to put what stitch, how many stitches where, and you make these pictures. So that is a piece. She's got about like 7 or 8 rows left, and that piece will be finished, and then it will be blocked. So that's crochet. That is crochet, just like this is crochet, just like this is crochet. So crochet comes in all different forms and varieties. So that is what the Crafty Cub is all about. JCP, our Python is fine. No, yeah, it is a mouthful. But again, thanks everybody who's coming into raid. Zakalia, I didn't even actually say this. I'm so sorry. Maybe I did. If you have anything that you want to share that you were working on, you can put the links in the channel, in the chat. I do have a Discord. I'm not certain if you're part of my Discord. And when I understand there's so many Discords out there, we'd like to see what you were working on today. I know you were doing, that's what I was just going to say. You have a Legend of Zelda cross stitch today. 750 stitches. That progress. I'm going to get into cross stitching. I mean, I've done cross stitching years ago, but I'm going to be doing some things on stream here coming up. So everybody check out Zakalia. And I know you've already shouted Zakalia out. So thank you for that. And if you need to raid and run, I totally understand. I totally get it. Alrighty here. And I'm just working on this this bunch of these squares for a commission piece. Already went and made a sandwich. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably end up getting a sandwich or something for dinner tonight, or leftover Chinese if we have any. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. Nope. I'm losing. I was gonna say lose control. I am losing control. 4. Okay, here. That's where it goes. Again, if anybody wants this pattern, it's exclamation eyeball. It's a free pattern. It's from a blog called Stitch by Faye. Also, those of you who are part of my Discord, it just popped up. There's a poll in the Discord, and I'm going to show this real quick. I'm not going to get it all done, because that's what streamers do. We never get anything done. There's a poll on my Discord. Granny Karen Cakes has asked me to ask all of you to vote on one of these 4 angels. Oh, come on. That she will do in December. So this is not teaching. She's not going to teach how to do it. She's just going to do it. These are patterns, I think, from like the 70s or the 80s. I want to say the 80s. So there are 4 different patterns. I think they're all from the same designer, so they all look similar. So there is, you vote for all 4. Yeah, she can only do one at a one. That's a lot to do for her to do in one night. And that's the plan, for her to do this in one night. So it's ambition. So there is angel number 1. There's angel number 2. angel number 3, and number 4. So over on the Discord, there is that poll that's up. Feel free to vote on there if you are part of my Discord. They are crocheted. They are 3-dimensional. So after she makes it on stream, then off stream she will make a form to set it on and starch it, and so it'll have that shape. And then the following week, she'll show it off here on the stream. About to lose control, and I think I like it. Okay, Pointer Sisters there, Fairy Dust. Yeah, I like all 4. I have a favorite, but I'm not going to tell anybody what my favorite is because I don't want to sway the vote. So that poll will be open off for about a month. I think December 7th is when we're going to see the results and see what the winning angel is. 3, 5. Again, anybody who came in with that raid, welcome. And it's pretty laid back somewhat here on the channel. We do get chaos. And, oh, that's another thing I didn't say. I'm busy trying to actually get something done because I don't know why I'm thinking that I can get something done. Another thing about the education here. If I'm working on a piece like this and somebody has a question about crochet, feel free to ask it. I'm more than willing to put this down, grab another ball of yarn and a hook, and try to demonstrate how to do a technique or to answer someone's question. Like earlier, somebody asked what a yarn under was. So I stopped and pulled up some yarn, made a little sample, and showed how to do it. Hey there, Kim for the day. How are you? How are you, lovely? I know you call everybody lovely. If you're not following Kim for the day, definitely follow up Kim for the day. Ahmad, can we get a shout out for Kim for the day? Let's see. 3, 4, 5. She is another variety crafter here on Twitch in the Makers and Crafters section. I love going into her channel. She's always nice and pleasant. She's a sweetheart. Always a good time over there on Kim's stream. 2. Whoops. Alrighty. Everybody saying hi. Again, I'm just working on this commission piece. I don't know how many of these eyeballs I'm going to have to make. This will be a blanket, a throw blanket. And each one will be different. And my favorite part of doing these is actually the embroidery. Knitter Girl, able to get those shoutouts quick? Yes. She was actually doing a mod's duty before I modded her. So I asked her, I was like, did you want to be a mod? Since you're already doing it? Because she's so nice to offer that. I'm pretty good, Kim. How are you? Let's see here. Gonna make certain I'm doing the right repeat for this round. 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Four and 6. But yeah, I did show how to do this a few weeks ago. Specifically how to do this pattern. It's just a bunch of rounds, and then you square it up. And it's all about where you place the colors for this round. You can just click on the name to follow. Yes. you can definitely click on someone's name and you'll be able to follow them. It's getting some work done. I dyed fabric, cut out a cardigan I'm going to sew, and then went fabric shopping. Wow, I didn't know you dyed fabric. Okay. Ah. Hey there, Pix. Hope you rested after last night. Yeah, he better have rested. I mean, I wasn't able to go into his stream, but I saw that he was on and celebrating his birthday. Or needed some downtime. Oh yeah, definitely need to rest. Fix. Two. Oh, I'm almost okay. I lost track where I was. That was a heck of a birthday. Oh, I'm glad it was a good time. Yeah, right. It's great. Red has a great all-purpose dye. I was trying to get specific fabric black. It didn't turn on his plan. Going to make it in something else. Yeah, I've heard that trying to find a black dye to be like a real black dye is difficult. A lot of them turn out more on the gray side. It's completely unexpected, but very appreciated beyond words. Well, we all love you, Pix. So that's probably why everybody was there. Yep, makers and crafters. Yep, I love the makers and crafters community. I don't think I've ever had a bad experience in any of the streams here on makers and crafters. I need to cut this, but I need to cut that long because that's going to be some embroidery. And I'm going to switch to my red. Oh, I misspoke earlier. I said this was all half double crochets except the last 2 rounds. The last 4 rounds, because this round and the next round are single crochets. The only bad I have come across is ideas for new craft. I don't need to start. It's not bad. It might not be something you've anticipated. Yeah. I've been in people's streams like, oh, I want to do that. Oh, how do you do that? 6 and 7. The fabric was a tan color, and I think I added too much water, so it wasn't concentrated as enough. Yeah. I've never dyed fabric or anything like that, but that's what I've heard about black dyes. Sometimes they're not deep enough or concentrated enough. Even if you really concentrate it, that's just, again, a hard color to get right. 5, 6, and 7. Okay. 5, 6, and 7. Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna make. I think if I, it's gonna be a throw size blanket, so it's not gonna be like a huge blanket. It's for a friend of mine. She saw this on. I posted this on Facebook, and she was like, "Oh, I really like that. I'll buy it from you." And I was like, "Okay, well." what are you going to do with just a square? I said I can make a bunch of them and turn it into a tote bag or a blanket. And she was like, "Oh, a blanket sounds good." And she said she wants a throw blanket. So I think I'm gonna do about 56 of them. If I measured, and I think it's gonna be like 7 by 8, 7 of these by 8 of these, and I'm gonna do all different colored irises. Everything else is gonna be the same, and I'm using up scraps. So I have like a darker purple, and I have a lighter purple. So they're all gonna be, and I'm gonna do some reds, some yellows, some browns, some grays. So all different colored ones. And she's a Halloween person year round, so she would use this no matter what. And I'm still debating once they're all done, because I still have to do all the embroidery on most of them. But once all that's done, of connecting them either in a white or the red, and I'm not certain which one I would do. And I got to figure out what type of stitch, how I'm going to join them. I don't want them I don't want a plain basic stitch. I want something that's going to be a little decorative. So I'm going to have to play around with some joining techniques for them. So yeah, I've got all the purples done. I'm working on my last blue. I think I'm doing 8 of each. And then I've got all the other colors to do. So it's gonna be a while. Plus, she has also commissioned me to do another piece. Where is that? Is not it. Where's the other red with the zig? That's what I was thinking. Fairy dust, something with like an open type design. But in addition to this blanket, she's also commissioned me to do a large doily as a gift for her mother. And it's going to be this pattern here, but it's going to be in a cream color. And this one, I did this one, but I did it in it was a size 10 crochet thread with I think like a 2.25 millimeter hook. I'm gonna try to use the hook they recommend, which is a 1.5 millimeter hook. We're gonna see how well that works. So it's gonna be a little bit smaller than one I did. This one that I did, I think it's like 20 some inches across. Across, not cross. There's no T in cross. So those are the two commission pieces that she has requested. But believe it or not, the doily is going to go a lot quicker than these. You would think the other way around, but the doily is mostly chains. 5, 6, and 7. That is if I can see it with a little hook. Yes, a lattice join. Yeah. That's kind of what I'm thinking with the red. Five, 6, and 7. Um, 7. I know this pattern so well by heart, I don't even have to look at it. And 4. Gonna make certain I had the right amount of stitches. Now I get ready to do the black, which using black yarn, not fun. And I gotta cut the red long because I'm gonna use this long tail to do all the embroidery for the veins. And I'm one of those, I leave all my tails and weave them all in all at once. I don't mind weaving in tails. And it's something I actually enjoy to do. Also, I save all of my tails after I clip them off because I'm going to turn those into fluff. I'm going to process it to open up the fibers, and then I'm going to take that fluff and spin them into new yarn so I can reuse everything so nothing really goes to waste. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. This is 7 and 8. But yeah, I do need not a blocking board, but like I said, those pegboard things to block the squares with the dowels. So you've been making new yarn out of scraps? Yes. This right here is, and it's acrylic. So I'm using acrylic because that's what I have. That's what I mostly have. And I've got Grammy ETC and Clay Miko. Anybody I know personally here save their scraps. Anything less than like 2 inches I can't really use, but I'll save the scraps, and I've sorted them by color. And then I will take all of these, and I've got like a wool comb. They're technically sold. They're sold as wool combs, but they're actually dog brushes. You can get real wool combs, but the ones I have are actually pet brushes. And you can take it and open up the fibers, basically untwist it and fluff it. And let me show. I should have it on hand this time, but I don't. And this is what I've done. I turned the fluff. I've turned this into this fluff. And then I have another thing where I form these. This is a really bad formed one, but this is called a roll-lag. And you kind of roll it up. It's a certain way of doing it. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to spin from this. So this was all scraps. So I've got a couple of these here. These are all mixed match colors. And here are my combs. So all of these will be new material. Then I could be selective of what colors I want to form new. You can also take the same stuff, the same fluff, and use a felting needle and turn that into needle felting. So where did my bag? So yeah, I've sat here and separated all of my yarn bits by color. So then when I go to process it, I'll be all ready to go. Because all of this would end up being thrown away, or you can use this as stuffing for amigurumis. I'm like, why not? Why not use what I have? And I'm new to spinning. I do have 2 electric spinning wheels. So it's really good practice material. Instead of purchasing processed wool, I have a Stanwood Imports ball winder that holds a pound of yarn. So I love making magic balls with leftovers. They come out ugly. Yes, I've done that too. Or and I have one here somewhere. I don't know where I put it. I refer to that as a Frankenball. And years ago when I started crocheting, I would save all the same thing. I just add it to this leftover ball, regardless of what material it was or what size of yarn. It went in there. And then I would take it and then just make basic granny squares, all the same size, and then piece them together. I've got a blanket, which I need to go back to and redo some of it. So they're all scrappy granny squares that are little bits and pieces from past projects. 7, 8, okay. Just double checking to make certain I had the right amount of stitches. But that Stanwood ball winder, I've seen those online. Those are nice. But any yarn bit that's like less than 2 inches, it's not enough length to actually spin. It won't hold the twist when you go to spin it, and so the fiber really, that length isn't really good. One YouTube subscriber sent this one to me, and I love it. It's mostly metal, and it clamp. Yeah, the Stanwoods are a lot of metal. They're heavy duty. I have a Knit Picks. It's actually right here. I can grab it. It's a very common. The one I have is great. It doesn't hold that big of a cake, but yeah, I just have a Knit Picks, which I love mine. But if you want something to do that large, you definitely need something like that Stanwood. Oh, and I didn't even mention this previously because there's so many things I try to remember. I have a merch store. If anybody wants to support the stream, apart from subs or bits, exclamation point merch is the link for the merch store. I've got some t-shirts, some stainless steel water bottles, and some zippered accessory pouches. There's 3 different designs. 2 of them say Proud Dirty Hooker, because we are Proud Dirty Hookers here on the Crafty Cub channel, stream, whatever you call this thing. It's because I don't wash crochet hooks. I never have and I never will. So there are people that do. And I am proud of the fact that I have never washed a hook. So if you too are a proud dirty hooker and want to show off your pride, there are some swag that you can get over there. Not only are you supporting the channel, but you are getting something else in return for your support. And if you are not a proud dirty hooker or don't want to show off your pride, there is another option. I have a crochet. Let me actually pull this up. That might be the better thing to do if I'm going to be a salesman and pitching all of this. All right, here we go. This is the Proud Dirty Hooker shirt. They come in, whoa, no, they don't come like that. They come in with this pink design, and there's a couple different color shirt options you can get. And the back will have the URL for the stream. So you can have the pink Proud Dirty Hooker. You can also get the blue. And then again, those are your color options for your shirts. Also, we have the same logo or design on these accessory pouches, and we have it on these stainless steel 32-ounce water bottles. Grammy ETC has one and says it keeps things cold for about 24 hours, and it can hold an average bottle of wine. So if you are also a relaxed, not drunk, I was corrected, a relaxed proud dirty hooker, and you don't want to spill your red wine on your white crochet work, then this might be an option for you. In addition to all of that, you can get those same items, but in the crochet terms design. It's a word cloud, I think they call it, and it's all different crochet yarn words and terms. And again, it will have the URL on the item. Same thing with the t-shirts. Same type of thing. So again, and they come in sizes small to 5X. Right now, I think they're out of some of the larger sizes, and I use Teespring. So I have the one that I have is this shirt here. Mine was a sample, so my lettering is black, and you can't really see it. I need to do something to that to make it pink. They're very comfortable to wear. So if that is something you are interested in, that is a way to, like I said, to support the stream. Great for winos, yes, winos, or people who just want to relax and have a good time while they're crocheting. Or it would be a really good gift if you know a crocheter in your life that has a sense of humor and would appreciate the humor. So that might be a good gift item now that we're getting closer to the holidays. I need to get one of those accessory pouches. I think I want one of those, but I'm not certain which design I want. We are also in the works. Why am I talking about we? I am also in the works of trying to come up with a design for Granny Karen Cakes Merino. She just started it on Thursday. She is referring to all of her viewers as cupcakes. Since her nickname is Cakes, she is referring to everybody who views her as her cupcakes. So I think we're going to do something cupcake themed, I guess. That's in the design phase. We want to show off our love and support of Granny Karen Cakes. Again, if you're not familiar with her, check out Thursdays here on the stream. Same time that I stream. Again, the stream is Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 6 p.m. Eastern. There might be a couple extra days added. I think in December we're adding Wednesday, maybe? Could be wrong. I'd have to look at my schedule. But again, 6 p.m. Eastern, Thursdays. Check out Granny Karen. She talks about her family members. She's got a very colorful family. So ask her how her family is. Ask her about her grandson. She talks about her grandson a lot. Wait, am I doing this right? Am I doing this right? I know that part's right. Triple, triple. That's a triple. Double, double. Yes. Okay. Half double. In about 6 minutes, we're going to have another ad break, and I think I'm going to take a little extended ad break, and I might try to switch over to the doily pattern. I haven't even started it yet. And we'll see if I'm going to go blind. And we'll probably be finished this square by then. 3, 2, 2. Yeah, I'm really testing my eyes tonight. Crocheting with black yarn, and then I'm going to try to use a 1.5mm hook. I do like a challenge. Seven. Triple. This is the round I always doubt myself. Word of advice when Granny comes on, don't be drinking the wine. She will have you rolling. Yeah. Yeah. You gotta watch out for her. And again, I'm giving her my ticket to the drag show in less than 2 weeks, even though she thinks it's a drag race with race cars. And I keep telling her, she doesn't understand. She'll find out. She's on her, yep. I mean, considering. 6, 7. I had to put up with that grandson of hers. And again, I'll be making her, well, me and Grammy ETC will be making her a caftan to wear. So I've already told Clay Miko and North Ferry to make certain to take pictures of her when she's in DC. She'll be coming back from this show limping, and her knee-high stockings roll down and clutching whatever's left of her pearls and hair all a mess. You never know. You never know. That's not supposed to be that. That is supposed to be a triple crochet. I don't do triple crochets that often. It's just kind of foreign to me to do that. I must have skipped a stitch somewhere, but that's fine. If we'll make this work, it'll still be a square. All right, we're going to have an ad here in less than a minute. I'm going to take a little bit of a longer ad break this time. I'm going to stretch. You do all that good stuff. And when we come back, we'll do the doily. I'm not going to finish this last round on this one tonight. So I will be right back. Give me this real quick. And we're going to get our little closing little message that's going to take us out to our commercial break.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. The treat.
I'll be back. Alrighty, welcome back, everybody. Let me clear this out real quick. And I didn't do this beforehand. Do this now. Make that a lot smaller. There we go. We're going to be attempting to start this doily. If anybody would like the pattern for this, exclamation point doily, it will direct you to a website called freevintagecrochet.com. We've got a lot of stuff from there. And a lot of stuff from the 30s and 40s and 50s. There are some stuff before that. And there's also actually, I think there's some things from the 70s also. Not just doilies, all different types of things. And I think they also have a version of that site called freevintageknitting.com if you are a knitter, I think. I use that, and I use the Antique Pattern Library a lot. Antique Pattern Library is where Granny Karen got that chicken fillet pattern. And that's Antique Pattern Library is not just crochet. There's other art forms. There's even woodworking on there. So this is calling for, this is a size 10 thread, and it calls for 1.5 millimeter hook. The picture, my example here, which I do have the sample of it, I don't know where I put it, was done with a 2 1/4 hook. I'm going to try to do the 1.5. Almost a millimeter smaller in diameter. And where is the beginning of my thread? Is that it? Trying to find the beginning of. Yep, that's it. Sometimes they're a little difficult. This pat. Am I knotting everything up? No, I'm not. Okay. This pattern, I think, is from the mid 40s. And it's only 17 rounds. So, if I can't see it with this hook, oh my goodness. Then we might have to frog it out and just use the other hook I'm used to, and it'll just have to be bigger. She didn't give me a specific size. She just liked the doily, but I'm going with what they recommend on the label, and they say a size 10 hook, which a 10 in modern terms is a 1.3 millimeter. I don't have a 1.3 millimeter. So, actually, do I? Let me double check. I got a 1.4 and a 1.25. I don't think I'm brave enough to go that small. I'm barely brave enough to do the 1.5. Let's see, this is where you're going to see Crafty Cup go even more blind. Chain 8, form a ring. Alrighty. Um, 7, 8. I don't like it already. I don't like this already. And I know you can't see what I'm doing, because I can't see what I'm doing. And I will zoom in here in a second. Trying to get my tail to go the right way. Story of my life, always having to get my tail going the right way. Okay. I think now I can zoom in. Alright, Knitter Girl, I'll be here. Single crochet into the ring 10 times. Now, they didn't do the magic ring. I don't think I did the magic ring. in my original no, because I don't want the hole to be closed up. I want the hole to be open and lacy. That's kind of the point of this. So there's my ring. 10 singles. Oh, no, 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 no. Single into the ring, chain 10. Do that 8 times. I'm going to try to stitch over my tail. Single into the ring. And then chain 10. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10. My God, goodness, this is going to be. This is super, super tiny. Single in 2. Okay. Okay, Crafty Cub, we can do this. We can do this. Single. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Like, they don't even drape. I'm also a tight hooker, so that is playing into it. Maybe that's good. Maybe it'll hold the shape when I go to do this a lot better. So that was 2. So we want 8 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, this might take a little while. 2, 6, 7. I mean, I can see it. Believe it or not, I can see it. It's also doing a lot of this by feel. So that's 4. I'm going to do 4 more of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can also do this pattern, just like most crochet patterns, with a thicker yarn and a thicker hook. You're just going to have a much larger piece. 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. Six. I got to do 2 more of these loops. 2, 3, 7, 8. This is like doing micro crocheting, almost, where they crochet with sewing thread. I don't think I can do that. And we're going to slip stitch into our first after we do our chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Let me see if I can find that single crochet. Do it. I might have to do this off. Yeah, there we go. Had to be out of the frame in order to do that. So that's round 1. Round 2, slip stitch into the next 5. Oh my goodness, I forgot about this. I have to go into the next 5 chains, into each one, and slip stitch. You don't do this a lot. Okay, I gotta get my magnifying glass. Okay, I need to wipe this down. Let me clean my magnifying glass. Where's that glass cleaner? Oh, glass cleaner's right here. Bear with me, everybody. The very tedious part. And it's the part I don't even like doing if it's a bulky yarn. I hate stitching into a chain. I'd rather do anything else but that. That didn't really help much, but I got a slip stitch in the next 5. Okay, wait a minute. It's just so I get at the top of this loop. 2, 3, 4. Is that 5? There's 1. Welcome back. I'm slip stitching into a chain on these itty bitty little stitches. 1. You're going to do 5 of them. So that's 2. 3. Okay, we're getting there. Gotta move my lamp. That's 3. Once I get through these next 2, I'll move the magnifying glass so everybody can see what I'm doing. That's 4 and 5. Okay. I just had to slip stitch into those 5 chains to get to the top of this loop. Yes, welcome back. Single crochet into the loop. Chain 6. 5, 6. Double into the same loop. Chain 4. Wait. Trying to keep track, trying to read this pattern. I've done this pattern before, but I don't remember it. Crochet, chain 6, chain 4. In the next loop, make a double, chain 3. Two, 4. Next loop, make a double. Get that, chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and double crochet into the loop. Ah, okay, I get it. I remember how to do this. Okay. We're going to do that all the way around. 2, 4. In the loop, do a double. And of course, when this is done, this will be blocked. chain 3, 1, 2, 3, double into thing. I'm surprising myself. I can do this with this tiny hook. I'm impressed. 2, 4. Double, and this was round 2 I'm doing. When I get this round done, I'll lay it out and I'll try to make it look nice so you can see where I'm at. 2, 3, 4. I want to lose that stitch. Don't lose the stitch. I lost the stitch. Oh. Yeah, I lost the stitch. Okay, at least it wasn't the chains. I hate having to redo a bunch of chains. So now officially, this is my 9th whip that I've got going on. This is started. 2, 3, 4. 2, 4. Slip stitch in the 3rd chain of the 6. Actually, I can see that. 1, 2, 3. I can see. I don't know how I can see that, but I can see it. Okay. Let's try to make this round. Circular. Ignore the tail. I gotta weave that in later. But that is the center of this doily. Believe it or not. Just 15 more rounds and it'll be done. Three. Slip stitch in the next space. So that's the space. We can do that. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. In the same space, make a double crochet. Double. Chain 2. And 2 doubles. 2. Chain 2. In the next space, do a single crochet. Chain 2. In the next, make 2 doubles, 2 chains, 2 doubles. Okay. 2. chain 2, single, doubles. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I didn't do what I was supposed to do over here. Didn't have the little loop that I was supposed to do over here. That was, we gotta go back to the previous row. Double crochet. I didn't do the chain 3 there. Crochet, 3, and double. I knew it was too good to be true. 2, 4, 2, 4. Four. At least I only had to frog that small round instead of a huge round. Each have a loop. Little. Yes, each has a loop. We're going to slip into that third one. Come on, slip stitch. Do the slip. There, do the slip. And now we can do round 3. Slip stitch into this actual space. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Double crochet. So that counts as 2 double crochets. Chain 2 and 2 doubles. This is like a type of shell. And then here, chain 2, single in that space, chain 2, 1, 2, and now the shell. My finger's starting to cramp a little bit, but I'm good for right now. It's not like painful, it's just get to the end of this round. I'm going to do some finger stretches. And then, yeah, in the loopy, you make the shell. Loopy is a technical term if you didn't know. I think all the professional crocheters use that term. two, 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 two. A little more than halfway down this round. And I'm impressed. I could do this with this little hook. Probably just going to take me a little bit longer than I normally do. Why I wanted to get it started now. Because I don't know if this is going to be a Christmas gift. Not really certain. Double, double. Anytime I say double, double, I think of double, double, toil and trouble. Guess I'm still in a Halloween frame of mind, I guess. I don't know. There. Into here. And then it's going to end. Chain two and join. It says join, but I'm assuming slip stitch to the next. Okay, we're going to join at the top of that stitch. Let's move this out of the way. We got 3 rounds. Double check something here. Okay. Really have to finger stretch after all of that. I'm gonna try to get at least one more round done tonight, if my fingers will hold out. Yeah, I think we'll do one more round, round number 4, and then we will go and raid out to somebody. I don't even know who's on. Because I'm also getting really hungry. Plus, I gotta make a cake before it gets too late. Slip stitch into the next stitch. And I will be posting the recipe for the cake I'm making. It's called an apple cider cake. God, it's so good. So I will be posting that in the Discord. Chain 3 in the next. And in this, oh, and slip into the space. Chain up 3. 1, 2, 3. And in the same space, make 2 doubles, 2 chains, and 3 doubles. Okay. 2. So that counts as our 3 doubles, 2 chains, and now 3 doubles. 2, 3, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, single in the next space, chain 3, wait, single, single in the next single, and then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and in there it's 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3. 2, 3, 2, and 3 more. 3. And then what is it? Chain 3, single in the single. Okay, I got it. I know how the pattern, I mean, I should know how the pattern goes. I've already made this once, just in the white. I think I'm going to, well, I don't think, I know this one's going to be a little bit smaller than the first one I made. Single in the single. Two, 3, 2. That stitch is a, oh, okay. First I was like, that's going to be a pain to get into, but I got it. 2, 3. 2, 3. Tight as these stitches are, this might not even have to be starched. No, I'm joking. It will. Well, at least it'll be blocked. I don't know about starching this, since it's going to be a gift, and I don't know if they want it starched. And big as it's going to be, might be difficult to starch it. I mean, yeah, you could still gently fold it. There's ways of doing it without creasing it. Single into a single. 2, 3. Coming up to the very end of this round. 1, 2. Single into that. 3. We're going to join into our our first stitch with a slip stitch. So that is round 4. If I can press it out. Coming along. It's a little snowflake. Okay. My hands are really tired. I need a break. Alrighty here. We're going to go and switch up gears. Let's see something real quick. Hmm. Uh, okay. Alrighty. So I think we're going to call it a night. We're going to go and raid here soon in a minute. Oh, no caps lock. I have a Discord. Check out the Discord. It just popped up. The link just popped up there. If you're part of the Discord, vote on the angel for Granny Karen Cakes Moreno to make in December. There are 4 different choices. The plan is for her to do the whole thing in one stream, and then after stream, she can form it and then starch it so it'll be 3-dimensional, stand up, so it won't just lay there. So definitely check that out. Vote on that poll. So give her feedback so she knows which one she's going to do. I also have a YouTube channel. All of my streams are uploaded on there. When I'm done streaming, they're unedited. Their last count, it was 150 some, going all the way back to last December. Yes, in a month, and I don't know if there's anything planned. I might plan something, but I'm not certain. I got to figure out scheduling and whatever. In a month will be my streamiversary. 1 year streaming here on Twitch. I can't believe it. It literally seems like yesterday that I just started. So check out the YouTube if you want to see anything that I have done over the past year. I also have a merch store. I mentioned this earlier. Good way to support the stream besides bits and subs. And you get something in return. So t-shirts, water bottles, accessory pouches. I think I'm going to get an accessory pouch to put some of my hooks in so I don't end up losing them, even though I already have another pouch, but I need something here to sit on the desk here. Why is that screen acting weird? Okay. Computer's just being a computer. What else was I going to say? Is there another merch sound poll? Yeah, I think that's it. I'll be on tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern for our temperature blanket. I haven't touched it since last Sunday. So keep at it. Keep going. Keep going. So let's see here. We're going to go and raid. Nobody I follow is really crafting at the moment. And I think we're going to go and raid somebody who I've raided many times before. Before we do this, no, I don't want to do that. that is the raid call. Everybody who is a follower can copy that raid call. That is for all followers to use. And let me find the correct one for subs. If you are a subscriber, that is the raid call for subscribers, the one with all of the flashy, the custom emotes that I have. So copy those raid calls. We are going to go and raid. We're going to go raid Vintage. Right now she is playing some games. She is playing Jack's Box Party games. So everybody go and say hi to her. Stick around for the raid. She is part of Team Moco Loco. She is also a variety crafter. I know she crochets, she knits, she cross stitches. I think she diamond paints. I know she knows how to needle tat. I don't know if she's ever needle tatted on stream. So everybody go and show her some love. And you're welcome, Upcycly. I will be back on tomorrow night for the temperature blanket. So everybody go and say hi to Vintage, and I will talk to you all tomorrow.